Okay, so this lesson is a review of the simple percentage things that you should already know. So, for example, if you obtain 17 out of 20 on a test, how could we work out what percentage that is? And we can use our calculator, that's fine. We can do 17, and because we said out of, it's kind of divide by 20, we can do that on our calculators. And what does that give us? Well, that gives us 17 divided by 20, which is 0.85. Now, to get any decimal to a percentage, what we can do is we simply multiply by 100, so 0.85 multiplied by 100 gives me my percentage, which is 85%. So you can see, for example, whoever did this maths test did pretty well. And look what we've done here. We've converted a fraction into a decimal into a percentage. So to get from a fraction to a decimal, we just do the division. And to get from a decimal to a percentage, we multiply by 100. So now let's do something the other way around. Let's suppose we start with a percentage, 45%, and let's suppose that we want to convert this to a fraction. Well, what we do here is we need to remember that a percentage means, and you should remember this from prep school or from last year, is that a percentage means something, there's my something, out of 100. That's exactly what a percentage means. And now you know, because we've done this, we've done cancelling down fractions, that I can divide the top and bottom by 5. So that's 9 over 20. Now 9 and 20 don't share any common factors apart from 1, so that's my answer. And now let's suppose that we want to convert it to a decimal. We simply do 9 divided by 20, so 9 divided by 20 will give us 0.45. So now let's suppose that we want to do something with our percentages. So let's suppose that we want to find 24% of £350. Now the word percentage, as we discovered before, it means out of 100, so that's 24 out of 100. And actually you might not know this, but the word of in mathematics means multiply. So I'm going to find 24 out of 100 multiplied by 350. And what I usually do is I'll simplify this thing. And if I do that in my calculator, I do 24 divided by 100 and I get 0.24 multiplied by 350. And my answer is simply £84. And what I want you to do here is I want you to spot the pattern between 24 and 0.24. So if we have other examples, let's suppose I want 15% of £24. What would you multiply 24 by? Well, what we do is we multiply 24 by 0.15. Now let's suppose I want to find 75% of £24. I would actually do 0.75 times 24. Have you spotted the pattern yet? If I want to do 36% of £24, then what I'll actually type into my calculator is 0.36 multiplied by 24. Okay. Now there's a slight what if I wanted to find 125% of £40? It's not quite the same thing as what we've been doing because this is a 3-digit number. So What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to what I knew I could do earlier. 125% means out of 100. So if I just pop that in my calculator, what I find is that is 1.25. So that's what I'm going to multiply by this time. So I'm going to do 1.25 multiplied by 40, and I get £50. And what you should notice here is that it's gone up. And that's because this 125% is more than my original. My original is 100%. And this takes me quite nicely into the next lesson, where we look at how to increase £40 by 25%. And this is the exact method that you're going to be applying to do that.